All right, we get another look at the budding lightweight contender out of Poland, Mateusz Gamrot. This guy's the total package, stepped up for the Jalen Turner fight. This guy really can do it all, and he's out to prove as much here again tonight.
And he tells you how he's going to do it. He tells you that you can't stop him from taking you down. And he's going to pressure you. And he's going to put pace on you. And he's going to be in your face from the very start. Gamrot is one of those guys that really does pop off the page whenever you see him, because you know he is going to stop at nothing to impose his will on his opponent.
No man has been able to finish Mateusz Gamrot in nearly 25 professional fights. That is a trend. He hopes to continue here tonight. This is a lightweight eliminator. We'll see how it goes for Poland's Mateusz Gamrot. Well, as usual, the eyes of the mixed martial arts world are fixed upon Paddy Pimblett when he competes. And anytime you're able to win when you're not at your best, as was the case in his win over Jared Gordon, that's a feather in your cap. Pimblett back on the horse tonight.
Win. Ultimately, that's what it's all about. And Paddy Pimblett gets the job done. But listen to this arena. Listen to the reaction that people give this young man when he steps from behind the curtain. This guy is a star. He has that star quality about him. But not only does he have that, he can fight. And ultimately, it's about winning fights. Paddy Pimblett does that in spades.
There are so many components to this Paddy Pimblett package, the accent, the persona, but this is a very talented mixed martial artist out to prove as much yet again tonight. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Mateusz Gamrot. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Paddy Pimblett.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here we go from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, and wherever we are in the world, most fighters on this roster, to a man, to a woman, they want the chance at some point to make this walk here in Vegas.
You absolutely want to fight in Las Vegas. Before it was the MGM Grand, it was the Mandalay Bay. Now it is the T-Mobile Arena, the most beautiful arena in the world, and the home to the biggest UFC fights right now. From international fight league to championship fights all across the board, you come to T-Mobile.
That shot blocked by Gamrot. Back and forth we go. Submission now. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Pimblett. Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Pimblett getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Just over 2 minutes now to go. Good work from the top here by Gamrot.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Gamrot's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. All right, rubber guard for him now, DC. We haven't seen you lean on this in the octagon.
No, I can't get those legs up there. Come on, man, look at these tree trunks. They don't go up around nobody's shoulders. I like to keep my feet on the ground, and I like to grind. That's what I'm known for. But this guy has that dexterity. He has that ability to throw up the rubber guard, to be able to threaten from a position where his opponent was trying to find safety. There are many, many attacks here. Let's see which one he chooses to go after. Oh, right into mount.
30 seconds now to go in the opening round. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Gamrot. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was for him, DC. And look at him walking back to that corner. He's feeling himself a little bit.
Oh, he's feeling himself, and look at his coaches. They're all celebrating because they know that if they stay the course, if they do the exact same thing, they may be able to find the finish this time.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here. Oh, nice jab to the head there by Gamrot. There as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. Big right hand. Oh, guillotine here. That guillotine is tight. He's out. What submission defense on display.
Great work here from the bottom fighter. Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with the submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. These ground strikes are starting to add up.
Oh, he got to the spot. Oh, good defense, yes.
Pimblett's in half guard. Lands with the ground and pound here. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through. All right, side control now. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning He can fight on the ground. He can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Gamrot has got full mount now. Hard ground and pound. Some swelling now starting to appear. Seconds winding down in round 2. 2 rounds in the books. All right, heading back to the corner, and Pimblett's eye is looking pretty bad at this point, DC. The cut man's going to hustle in there and see if he can work on that, or that eye might swell shut.
Don't start protecting that eye. We're going to be in danger.
All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defense.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. That left hook landed on the button. Unable to connect there. Well, I'm not sure if there's a facial fracture of some kind, but the striking approach has certainly worked tonight. And his opponent is hurt for sure.
He's hurting really bad right now. I mean, every single time a shot lands up top, you can see the damage that it's inflicted. The work that he has done has been masterful. And, oh, he's stuck in the guillotine!
And he switches to southpaw.
He's really working hard for his guillotine, but he can't pull out his arms. He's got to make sure it's secure. If he's in a...
Oh, he's out! Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Pimblett.
Getting them out here.
Under 3 minutes to go in our 3rd round.
Let's work. I'm going to stand this up.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Pimblett's in half guard now. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Okay, again, a good awareness by the defensive fighter. Gamrot's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position. That was nice.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Gamrot. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Well, he's got his back now. Pimblett's got the full mount. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. Gamrot's trying to lock up on a submission now.
Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Pimblett's right back to the full mount. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the round is over. The swelling on the fighter's eye is getting out of control at this point in time. Maybe they bring in the doctor to see if his vision has been impaired. It has certainly been compromised to some extent here. But again, he has had no answer for the offense coming back tonight, and as such, that eye is nearly swollen shut. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly...
Right over the to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
All right, so here we go. Fourth round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rounds?
You understand that you are getting close now. The night is almost over. The goal is within reach now. 15 minutes down, 10 to go. You tell yourself you can do anything for 10 minutes.
Pimblett's in half guard, really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Pimblett's back into full guard.
And there you go, again, half guard.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Side control now.
Yeah, he's going to try to attack Kimura here. He'll try to get him up on his right hip so he can get pressure to...
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet.
Massive shot from the top. Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Fight back! Fight back!
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Paddy Pimblett. Oh, good ground and pound here.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. Nice defense.
All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture.
Oh, what do we got here? Looks like an arm triangle attack.
Oh, he's getting it deep.
Oh, gives up on the submission now.
Well, he had it tight, John, but then he decided to keep the dominant position by giving it up.
Less than a minute to go in the round. Gamrot's back in full mount.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
He's having his way with him here.
Nice shots landing from the top position. And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
10 seconds remaining here in round 4. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4.
Stop!
Heading back to the corner now, and however deliberately, Pimblett's eye has looked a whole lot better, DC. We'll see what the cut man can do to sort of stem the tide with the swelling, but if he's not able to get it to come down, that eye could swell shut. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
Ready.
5th and final round, forthcoming.
Nice takedown. There you go.
Oh, and he moves into half guard. The guard pass is starting to pile up.
Right away, he takes the far side underhook. Look for damage from the top to come now.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Pimblett.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
And very effective with the ground and pound.
He's got to be careful here.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of... Oh, Kimura tag. Yup.
Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Pimblett's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. All right, so there it is, the final horn, a lifetime of work, all building to this moment, and the underdog challenger comes up large with his striking game tonight. He's going to be the new champ.
I mean, he came up big in a massive spot. He was the underdog. He wasn't supposed to get this done. He relied on what got him here, the striking, to take the title from the long-reigning champion.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Mateusz Gamrot.
Oh, what a moment there it is for the new UFC lightweight champion. I'm not crying. You're crying. Are you crying?
I mean,